Hey friends, hey, it's Tammy here. What's going on? It is Monday night. It's a little after 6 and Eastern time, and I'm hopping on here as part of my 100-day challenge. I am on day 13. For those of you that have been following my story, I'm hopping on here live every day with the goal of bringing you value. And I'm going to be doing that for the next 100 days. So, day 13, I want to talk today about this message of not giving up when things get hard. I have had just this influx in my own life and in the life of people around me, close people around me in my community, in my business, friends, my running friends, that have just had a tough time. Whether it's challenges that are going on in your business, or setbacks when you're trying to reach goals, or discouragement when things aren't going exactly the way that you planned. We all encounter these things, and there really just seems to be an influx of these things going on lately. I have a theory about that, by the way. I have a theory that when we are in a place where we're really going after our dreams, we're stepping over fear and making things happen, we are up against forces. We're up against forces that are trying to keep us comfortable, that are trying to hold us back. Whether you believe in that or don't believe in that, start to take notice when you really start to kind of step out in fear and try to conquer and go after the goals and dreams in your life. You're going to be met with opposition. It's just the way that it is. Where there's light, there's darkness, right? And so this is really just a matter of fact, okay? And I know for me, I'm seeing this in my own life. I'm seeing this in the life of the folks on my team, and I'm seeing this in my friends and family. Hey, if you're joining me live, would you say hello? Hey, Wendy. Hey, thanks for joining. I'd love to know if you're here. I'd love to know if you too are here and you're listening, whether it's live or on the replay. Let me know. Are you too kind of experiencing some obstacles, some setbacks? Are you trying to go after your goals and your dreams, and there just seems to be things getting in your way? The whole notion of one step forward, two steps back. I don't know about you guys, but for me and my life right now, it's big. Like this undercurrent of stuff trying to really hold me back. It's big. It's really big. And yesterday was a difficult day for me for Mother's Day. I lost my mom about 4 years ago. Setbacks every other day. Yes, Wendy, I know that you feel it too. And it was just a hard day. It was a beautiful day, right? But it was a hard day. And then we had other stuff going on in our family today that honestly was really rough. And I'm going to try not to get emotional today, but it's raw and it's real. So I want to share with you guys, I am bound and determined, though, that I am not going to give up. I will not give up. I am not going to let fear hold me back. I'm not going to let discouragement hold me back. I'm not going to let things that are trying to keep me small hold me back. And that's what I want to talk about today. Is I have kind of 5 key things that I want to talk about, that when life gets hard and when obstacles get in your way, things that you can and should do to really take care of yourself, but yet not give up. And the first thing that I want to talk about is this whole notion of pausing. Yes, it does make us stronger, Wendy. You're absolutely right. The first thing I want to talk about is this notion of pausing. When something happens, to pause and to really, kind of take it in, right? Like just take it in. Where I really feel like we're kind of conditioned to like stick it out and to suck it up and to move through it. And that that has its place, but I also feel like there's a moment where we just need to like pause and just be, okay? Where we have to like give ourselves the grace. We have to look for the silver lining. We have to look for an experience, kind of what the obstacle is trying to teach us. And the only way that we can do that is if we pause first. So I've been doing a lot of pausing today and yesterday. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been doing a lot of just being with Aiden, being with my family. I've just been being and feeling. When we pause and we be, then we allow the feelings to come to the surface. And if we want to move past something, we have to allow the feelings to come. We cannot suppress it, because what happens lately, or what happens to us in those situations, not just lately, is that when we stuff it down, those feelings come up later. They're going to bubble up later. You can only stuff your feelings down for so long before they bubble up. And usually it's at a time when you don't want it to happen. So pausing is absolutely critical. So that's number one. Number two is asking for support and prayer. I've had people reach out to me today. I've had friends text me. I've had my boss email me and say, like, thinking of you, thinking of your family, asking for support and being honest about, I'm struggling, like, and I could use your prayer right now. I could use encouraging words. I could use a hug right now. And being honest about that and asking for it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And in fact, we need to do that more. So that's point number two when obstacles come your way, is to ask for support, ask for prayer. Number three is, I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but be honest with yourself. Like, be honest about how you're feeling. Go to, hey, Michelle, hey, thanks for joining. Go to someone that you trust and tell them how you're feeling. Just say, like, I'm really struggling right now. Here's what I'm struggling with. And like, help me out. Like, just listen. Sometimes you don't even need somebody to like even give you encouraging words. You just need to like get it off your chest. You just need somebody to listen. So go to somebody that you trust, whether it's somebody on your team. I love that we have this on our team. We can be honest about our struggles and the challenges that we're having. And we can, be there and support one another and say, hey, I'm feeling the same thing too. Like, what can we do about it together? So be honest with yourself first and foremost, and then with others about how you're feeling. The fourth thing is, take the time that you need. A lot of times when, oh, thanks, Michelle. Gosh, I just love our team and how we really just come together in this really sacred community. It's a special, special thing. Take the time that you need. So today I mentioned, I'll share later on this week what's going on with my family today, but I'm just not ready to do that yet. But I just took the time today. I got a couple things done, but quite honestly, I just needed to take today and just be. I talked about it a little bit earlier, to pause. And so that felt just good. It just felt good to like take the time that I needed to like soothe my soul, to be with my family, to just to feel, right? So to take the time that I need to, it feels honoring. It's very honoring of ourselves. And we don't often give ourselves the gift of time to just be, to take the time that you need. We're so conditioned for busy and to jump right in and let me stay busy and that's how I'll get through it. There's a time and place for that, but you also just need to give yourself that time. So that's number 4. And then number 5 is when you feel like you've done all those things, when you've paused, when you've asked for support, when you've been honest with yourself and allowed yourself to feel the feelings, when you've taken the time that you need, and then, and only then when you feel ready, get back in the game, okay? Get back in the game. Allow yourself the time, but don't allow yourself to stay there too long, right? Because what happens, we kind of get caught up in those feelings. We let our emotions take over, and then it becomes this, the longer and longer we stay there, the harder and harder it is to get out of it. And so you want to get back in the game when you're ready, but don't do that without going through these steps first. So hopefully for my friends who are watching and that, like me, have had some obstacles lately, hopefully these 5 steps are helpful. I know that this is what I have been living this past few days, and it has been a game changer for me. And it feels like so much more honoring to myself and to giving myself what it is that I need in this time. So I know when I come back and I step back in the game, it's going to be even better. I'm going to be even stronger, and I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready to go. All right, gang, that's what I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. If this is helpful, if you know someone that is struggling with something right now, if you either tag them in the comment below or share it out to them, I would so appreciate that. We need to stick together in times like this. Community is so, so important. Just know you're not alone and don't give up. All right, friends, have a good evening.